button.
Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yes!
But they are the premier Faika show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
Oh my Lord.
Well now. Wow. Here we are.
Here we go.
Hey, you ready? I think we'd
Yeah.
be ready after all the stuff we did to get here this afternoon, this evening. Season 9, episode 17 of the FICA podcast.
17.
We have a ton of community announcements. We got some topics. It may go sideways. It may stay on track. We don't know. That's how we do when we don't have a guest. Sometimes things go a little awry, but we'll see how that goes. Naki, what's good?
Hey, so we ended AANH and PI Heritage Month with a bang. Lots of events happened. What was it? Pacifica Mental Health Conference kicked off with the Pacific Islander clinicians group, and so they did a great job. We ended that. There was so much that happened, so I'm grateful to everything that happened. Of course, we celebrate every day of every month of every year. So, what can I say? We're just grateful to be here. 9th season. Next year will be 10. Hopefully, we will continue to just talk about positive Pacific Islander events, positive role models, and just taboo topics like we've done before that I'm grateful for. Just tons and tons and tons of stuff. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go with this? This week, it was just hectic, just crazy with work. My manager is out on leave and she will return soon so that my life can go back to normal. And you had graduate. Talk about the graduation you went to. Let us know.
So I was in the great city of Salt Lake Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last week. And my nephews, Thomas and Colin Maunga, graduated from Olympus High, and they had their event on Friday. It was cool seeing people come in because their dad, T, is from Hawaii, so he had people coming from Hawaii. There were people from Southern California, all over the place, California, Utah, obviously. But it was cool seeing the family come together. A lot of his family I don't see except for at these big events. So there's people that I haven't seen in a year or two. So it was fun. It was really to see like all the cooking that was being done all into the wee hours of the night on Thursday night, because the event was on Friday. The normal, we expect 150, so we'll cook for 200 because heaven forbid you ever run out of food at a PI event. So
because we'll talk about you. You run out of food, we will talk about you.
Doesn't matter how good the potato salad is. If you ran out of food, that's all people are going to talk about. So all food, I think all the food went. I think all the food left. But seeing like the dance, seeing their uncle teaching them, it was funny. Before they were practicing the I believe before, and he said, I could tell at one point they're like, well then what? And he looks at him and he goes, go nuts. Like, don't stand there, smile, jump around,
keep moving. Just
you know 3 or 4 moves, keep doing them, do them faster, do them slower. He goes, but go nuts. And he goes, and smile. And it was so fun watching them. And then after, they were like completely just, the kids nowadays are just different. They're like, that wasn't that bad, was it? You know how it's like a
Yeah.
torture event for some kids to go through that, and they were just like, all right. They finished the dance with their grandmother. Um,
Oh.
yeah, Christine's mom was down from
Mhm.
Heber. Got to spend some time in Heber the next day, but it was just it was a good, it was a good event. It was a good event. There were reminders through the weekend of um, how we need to eat better, how we need to take care of our health.
Oh
There
my
was
god.
there was reminders for me, really for everybody, of like
Mhm.
what we eat, how we treat our bodies, and how we take care of ourselves or don't take care of ourselves. It affects your family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was seeing, was the effect that when you're in poor health, the stress and the, I don't know, sadness and all those things that go on with the families. So it's beyond just, taking care of yourself. It's letting your family believe in you as well. So hopefully, um, they'll take care of our health. We're not getting any younger, that's for certain.
For sure, for sure.
So good
Oh,
time. It was a good time.
good, good, good time. And you're not home right now because you are.
I am in a hotel room in the Bay Area because I got people to talk to at my job tonight.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Tonight.
tonight
They have
at
a graveyard shift.
midnight I will
Oh,
be. So yeah, it's kind of like, after this, am I gonna go to sleep and then wake up, or am I just gonna stay up? So who knows? But yeah, I am not at home. I am in the Bay Area in a hotel room.
nice.
Destination unknown.
Very nice. And talk about the gut health program that you're on.
Well, it's a good segue. We're talking about health. I am day 61, 62, something like that, of a gut health program. And it's designed to clear your gut of bad enzymes, bad, just the things that happen that stop us up from all the bad food that
Mhm.
most of Americans' diets consist of, processed food, high sugar content, those kind of things. So I'm taking 75 days out to get my gut straight. It's helped with my skin. It's helped with my sleep. It's helped with, well, other than last night. Couldn't sleep last night. I don't know why, but really, it's helped a ton of things, and it's not that hard. Once you get past a certain point, um, really, it was day 22. After
Mhm.
22 days, you start introducing foods back in, right? So at 22 days, I was testing like nuts to see if I could um, have put nuts back in my diet. So it's all the way to like your heart rate. So you'll test your heart rate, then you'll eat the food, then you'll test your heart rate again to see if there's a fluctuation in the heart rate, because that's how your body reacts to food, to that particular food. And let me tell you, getting peanut butter back in my diet, it was so boring before. Peanut butter's a godsend. I'm happy for that. Then I got fruits and citrus back in the diet, so it's not that hard now. Um, but the first 22, 45 days, it was a little rough. But closing in on it, I got, I think, 2 weeks left, a little less than 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks, something like that. But highly recommend it to anybody who wants to clear up their gut health. And it's not forever. So almost done.
Awesome. Well, good job. You always stick to stuff. I never stick to anything because I'm a fat ass, and every Monday I start a
Watch your mouth.
every every Monday I start a new something.
Not last Monday, not this Monday.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't
I'm on
new those days.
week 3
Yeah.
of counting my protein. I'm trying to get like over 100 grams of protein in every day, and it's been helping me stay feel like I'm full,
Hmm.
and then staying on with my water. And I'm actually like I'm on day 2 of exercising at home, trying to get rid of my fupa. And on TikTok, they have this exercise where you stand up and you lift your knees to your elbows. They said do that 100 times. It like whatever, 100 rounds, but do that
100
100
reps.
times, 100 reps every day for a month, and you will
And just
see.
get them in, however you get them. 10 times, 10 reps, 10 times a day, or however you get.
Brandy is tuned in. Thank you for watching. Yes, so I'm on this 100 reps of trying to get rid of my fupa, and
Pupa is
is
frontal
what
under part area.
the my belly, basically my belly, trying to get rid of my belly. So I've been doing that, and I'm only on day 2. So
Hey, that
catch
day
me
2
next
on
week.
top of 3 weeks of eating right.
Catch me next week. So, and then, yes, I am eating right. I'm kind of, I just cut carbs like a lot. Like I used to eat chips all the time. I can't even, like, I've had a couple of, what is it? Corn chips that went because I had Mexican food the other day.
Oh, the
And
tortilla
so
chips.
tortilla chips, but I had shrimp. I mean, it was bad. Shrimp in garlic butter, but it's better than fried whatever that I usually eat. No fried foods, low carbs, and high protein. And that I'm on week 3. That's been helping me. And so I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
So you
Lalo,
get,
you Leo, and Jaren. I'm just shouting out people that
uh-huh.
popped out. Thank you so much for joining.
I think you get your water and your protein in. That's a huge start because
Yeah.
it's helping you stay full or feel
Yeah.
full.
And protein is so chalky that I've been using this like clear powder drink that you just mix with water, and it's mango and pineapple. I have to
Good.
water it down because there's no sugar, but it has 22 grams of protein, and it's sweet. So I really have to water it down. I use like 20 ounces of water that I mix 1 scoop with, and it's 22 grams. And then I've been putting protein in my coffee,
Ah,
10 grams of protein in my coffee because it's the only way I'm going to get it in. But anyway, that's me. I'm trying to lose weight because next year I'm going to a resort for my birthday,
aha.
all inclusive resort. And I plan to just sip coffee in the morning and sip alcohol in the afternoon.
Sipping, 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 and sipping the sun all day long.
Sip. Some crazy stuff going on all over the world. We usually, like the Bay Area, the mayor has cut crazy funding. His budget came out and he's just cut tons and tons of funding, which is kind of sad for some of the organizations that their budget is either gone or there is none. The mayor levies 200 million proposed budget cut. So City Hall has been filled, their stairs has been filled every day since this has come out this week with nonprofit organizations just voicing their opinion. They're on the stairs just
Mhm.
trying to get the mayor's attention to let him know what this means. I knew that this was happening because we had met with the mayor in the beginning of the year. A bunch of Pacific Islander nonprofit organizations he wanted to meet with. And he legit said there's going to be major cuts in the nonprofit world, only because there was a lot of nonprofit organizations that were under investigation. And so they were trying to clean that whole fucking mess up. So
I think that's
unfortunately,
the thing that people don't understand is that
unfortunately it affects everyone.
right, right.
Right.
So when you think about those kind of things, you have a responsibility. I mean, as a
Mhm.
nonprofit, you have a responsibility to yourself, but there's a ripple effect. If you're doing dirt, then it
It
shows on the
affects
entire
everybody.
community. Yeah,
People that are doing good work are affected by the people that were just fucking around. So,
yeah.
unfortunately, the sad thing about that is a lot of organizations across the board, their budget has either gotten cut or taken away. So a lot of
Yeah,
people,
those are decisions that really San Francisco has to make, right?
right,
Like you can't you can't just that's a difference between
right,
a city and the
mm,
federal government. The federal government can literally print money. Like they can
right,
print money and loan money and do those kind of things.
mm,
You're in a city, like the city's gonna
mm,
have to balance their budget.
right.
And to do
And
that, you gotta
I
cut.
think he is, he's a millionaire or whatever. He comes from a rich family. He is not taking any pay to do the
Right.
mayor's, work. And so he's coming in, cutting where he thinks I get it. He's trying to save the city money so that, our deficit is like crazy high. I get it, but you're cutting good work being
Right.
done by good people, like legit, the, you know, whoever, the, I don't know, the bad people fucked with because they fucked up. Now everyone across the board is getting cut.
Right.
That's my
So
bitch. But
hopefully they get it straightened out and then things open back up in a year or two after they get rid of,
I
rid of
hope
the
so. I
the
hope so.
waste and the fraud.
Because Job Corps, that has been around forever and a fucking day, got cut this week by that guy up in DC. He cut Job Corps. So, and I was like, oh, it'll take a minute because Pacifica and Focus, which is our, one of our programs that we do for San Francisco, which is a nonprofit. Because of funding, we get to teach kids photography and videography and media and content creation because of funding. It's exposed to kids who normally wouldn't have this exposure in, whatever. So we've had two cohorts of Job Corps, and this week we've heard from the students that they have until this weekend to go back home because you stay there. They're fly back home, and some of the kids they came there homeless, and so they have nowhere to go. There's
Wow.
nowhere for them to go but back to the streets. And the staff has a couple of weeks to clean up and get out. And this location is in Treasure Island, where we were doing class. So I'm so sad to hear that. June 6th is one of the cutoff dates, which is tomorrow, I believe. And
Yes.
then the staff have to, vacate and find other jobs. So I'm so sad to hear this. I'm so sad that these kids, they were so close to getting their certificate, of whatever they were taking the year. It just halted and stopped. So now they're leaving Job Corps with no certificate, nowhere to go. There's no plan B. This was their plan A, B, C. So,
Real people, real lives being
right,
affected.
right. So I'm a little upset about that, but hopefully these kids can find their niche or find their passion or find what they need to do and figure it out. These are literally, kids. So anyway, that's across the board. The budget, the city, the government is cutting everything. And so it is what it is, and people just have to figure it out. I mean, unfortunately, because all of these years of spending and going crazy and not knowing where the money went, this is what happens. This is what happens.
Yeah, it's like a rubber band at some point
Mhm,
stretches and it's got to snap back. But
mhm.
hopefully
In
the
a
other
year,
people get rooted out and
right?
then the good programs can continue. But it's sad time. It's sad time in a lot of different places with the budget
Yes,
cuts.
yes. I wasn't sure if were we on last week. I can't remember because I'm so senile now. But I found my
I think so.
glasses. I haven't been able to use my glasses because I misplaced them for, I don't know, about a year. About a year or two. I'm not sure. I was like, oh my God, I found my glasses
Where'd you find them?
in my drawer.
In your drawer.
Hmm. In my drawer where I put, like, that everybody has a junk drawer. I know everybody has a junk
Oh
drawer.
yeah.
So it was in my junk drawer. And there you go.
Not
I'm
the place
happy.
that you would look for your glasses. Is that
I would
not where
never
the
look.
glasses? Oh, okay.
No, no. Garbage is in the junk. drawer. Well, obviously, no, but you know, it is what it is. So thank you, Jesus, for helping me find my glasses in the junk drawer. I appreciate it. Lots of stuff happening this weekend. Lots of stuff. Oh, Tina.
Tina Faitala?
Yes, she is a
Uh-huh.
clinician. She is a clinician under all my usos. She is. Oh, Tina, I gotta talk to you because we got some good stuff. Tina, I gotta talk to you. I'm gonna text you after. I'm gonna text you after. But Tina was at the Pacifica Mental Health conference, which was still badass. Like we've met amazing people that we're going to have on the show pretty soon. I've just got to schedule with them. I'm so behind. But Tina, we got to talk. Anyway, it was such a great event. I'm so happy to have been there. So happy to have been part of it. And so I'm so glad Tina's on because Tina, we gotta do a breakout room next year. So okay, anyway, but
She doesn't even know. She got
yeah,
signed up.
girl, you text me. I'm gonna sign us up. It's already on my calendar. So the clinicians, they were amazing, and I'm just looking forward to, we are a part of a collaborative. We are part of oh, we were thinking the same thing. Yes, Tina. We are part of a collaborative, Pacifica and Focus, where we do our work. And then we're together with All My Usos, Fatasi, Stag Elite, Pie Fest. And I'm sorry if I forgot anybody, but we're in this collaborative where we work together and try to collaborate. And so we're going to be collaborating with Stag Elite this upcoming cycle. And so I'm excited about that. I mean, there's a lot of kids that I grew. So the thing about the kids that do sports in high school and stuff, before you would just, the scouts would come to the school, right? And then they check you out while you're playing your sport, basketball, football, volleyball, whatever you're playing. And then they would go back to the college, and push for you to get a scholarship at their school. Now you've got to collect video, collect pictures of you doing like a highlight film, so that, and you send it off to these schools. Well, now these kids, like, they need help with it, right? Because they're
Right.
busy doing school, they're busy doing their sports. And so we're trying to help the kids create their highlight video and teach them how to, and it's not, edit. Like I'm a CapCut person. I can edit my stuff. You just on CapCut. So I think teaching them how important it is to create, and with all the flashes and the lights and everything, it's a major business now. And especially the kids in college, you can make money going to college now, right? Before you couldn't make money. Now, like Angel Reese, before she go to the WNBA? Before she went to the WNBA, she was in college making $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's the right thing though, because
right.
the colleges are making hundreds of millions. But back to the scouting, it used to be, and I'm old enough to remember when there was a scout in the stands, it was like an exciting event. Like people would be whispering, that guy's from the Padres or that guy's from the Niners. He's a scout.
Right.
Actually, one of our cousins got a scholarship because there were scouts in the stands to scout the guy that he was playing against. They didn't even know who he was. They didn't know who our cousin was. And then he had a monster game and he ended up getting a scholarship off of that because they were there to see another player.
Right.
And he had the best game of his high school career.
Yeah.
And he ended up, because the scout was there, like that's not going to be very possible really, right? Because if most of it is on video or media feeds, right? You're not going to have that visit by the coach. Not as many. I'm sure scouts are still going to go to schools, but far less because you're going to get a highlight reel
Yeah, but
put together.
it's such a big business now. Like there's actually companies
Hmm.
that will take all your videos and your photos, like the parents, they have tons of videos and photos. But there's companies now that will take all your videos and photos and create this highlight video for your kid so that they can pretty much what? I don't
Make a
know,
lot of money. So
make a
there's,
lot
I
of,
mean,
but also to promote, not promote, what is the word that I'm trying, so that the kids can, I don't know.
so the kids can market themselves. I mean,
There you
those are going
go.
to,
Market themselves. Market
yeah.
themselves. I was gonna say, never mind. I was gonna say, hold themselves out so they could get a scholarship. Market. The word is market, people.
Market themselves.
Market
And
themselves.
those companies were even around before you could make money, right?
Mhm,
Just to get the
mhm.
scholarship.
Right.
There were people out there, and it was kind of a niche market then where it was like, oh, I can put this together and send it to the coaching staff and maybe you
Mhm.
get a scholarship. But now it's way more than a scholarship. Like there are college athletes making millions of dollars.
Right.
It's going to be a huge market.
Yeah, huge market. So I think it would be good to help the kids, get the basic, because not everybody can afford those companies or those highlight reels. So I think it's good to help the kids get to the next level. So I think that's awesome. It's a whole ass business. I wish I would have thought of that. I wish I
Yeah,
would have thought of that. But
that's an industry.
mm-hmm. So it's a whole ass industry, and I wish I could, like, I'm CapCut. You got to be a lot more than CapCut, child, to be helping kids make highlights of themselves, which is so awesome. Steelers, my eyeball. Steelers. Okay, the Giants have been kicking butt. My
Yeah, they're
Giants kicking
in the
butt.
wrong division. They're in the wrong division. If
Yeah,
they were in a different division, they wouldn't be in third. They'd be second or first. But
yeah.
man, having the Padres and the Dodgers in the same division, they're going to
Who
have to play tough
they got
all year
beat? Was
long.
it yesterday they played the Dodgers?
I think so.
Was
Yeah,
it yesterday they played the Dodgers? Yeah, no, San Diego.
they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, that's going to be all year long though. I mean
Hmm.
that's three good teams that going to have to tough it out the whole rest of the season. That National League West is going to be tough.
Yeah. I love, and actually the last time I seen Tina was at the conference, but before that, well, I see her all the time, but we went to a Giants game. We went to a Giants game at
Oracle.
Oracle, of course. But we went to a Giants game and it was so good. Like we were where we were, the seats were so amazing. Like anywhere you sit at the Oracle, is it Oracle Stadium? Oracle
Oracle
what?
Park.
Oracle Park
Hmm.
is pretty amazing. And that was an all my Usos because we went to their Family Feud, where I had
So
good answers. I had good
you
answers.
had good answers.
If you've ever played Family Feud, like I watch Family Feud and I'm like sitting in front of the TV. Um, I'm sitting in front of the TV and I can answer like that. But actually playing the game and they ask you the questions like, "Oh shit," and then you're in front of a million people and you don't want to look more stupid than you already do.
Finish this sentence, Nacky. Don't touch my.
Booty. That was one of my
When
things.
that one came up, I was like, oh, I get Sanaki. We know that answer.
Yeah, that was one of the questions. And of course, I got it. So, of course, I was like, don't touch. That was easy for me. Like, don't touch my booty. Ding. It was on the board. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I'm participating and actually contributing to our team. But we had like, just it was so much fun. If you ever see an AMU event, you have to get there. And we'll be talking about the 10-year anniversary of the All My Usos family barbecue, which is coming up in August. We talk about it now so that we can like tattoo it to your brain so that you don't miss out.
So, quick
So,
note on Oracle Park. When it first opened, it was Pac Bell Park, um, and I worked at the greatest place ever to work, Tower Records, and we
oh
got a tour of the stadium the season that it opened. I mean, the year that it opened, we got a
yeah.
tour of the field,
Damn.
and so we were on the the first base side, like
Mhm.
all the way down by the dugout. And the guy's giving the tour and talking about, different stuff. And he goes, "Do you notice anything different about where you're sitting and looking at the plate?" And none of us did. And he goes, "Do you notice you don't have to turn? All the seats were turned towards home plate. So
Oh.
wherever you're at in the stadium, you're not like looking into the outfield and have to look over to the side. The seats
Mhm.
are actually angled towards home plate. And after
Right.
that, a lot of stadiums did the same thing.
Started doing that.
But yeah, Tower Records never die. I hope that
Mm.
they're still in business in Japan. Tower Records still does. There still is a Tower Records store in Japan. So maybe one day I'll get over to Japan and see it.
Yes, put that on your checklist. Okay, for the West, the
Hmm.
Dodgers are in first place, San Diego, then the Giants.
Yeah. But if you look at the Giants' record, they would be in second, tied for first. At least like last week, they'd be
Mm,
tied for first or second place in like three other divisions. But
right.
we're stuck with the stinky Dodgers and the Padres.
Ugh, ugh. So, there you go. That's the whole thing. I did see that All My Usos, the executive director, Christine, she is now a travel agent. So I will be booking all my trips through her because she's very detailed oriented. Now I'm not promoting her. I'm just saying go
Well,
find her
she's
because
been everywhere,
she's
so
been
it's good
everywhere,
for
and it makes
she's good for
sense.
her to do that.
It makes sense that she is now a travel agent because she's been all around the world and I. And so, um, if you're old enough to know that song.
Just put a timestamp on yourself there.
Yeah, I just aged myself. Yeah. So, so it makes sense that she's a travel agent. So Christine Mawia, if you're planning to go on a family vacation or a trip anywhere, she is the jack of all trades.
Hmm.
That's right. She does everything, knows everything. But so I'm planning this trip to an all-inclusive um, resort in Mexico. And Cree is very detailed oriented. She doesn't miss anything. So I'm so grateful that, I know her so that I can tell her what I want because I want to be pampered. I want the bougie trip, and she will do that for me. So
Hmm.
go follow Christine Molly on social media and plan your next vacation through her. I promise you, you will not be sorry because she is a great planner, a great planner. All
I'm
right.
already saving.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to take me a year. And I'm also on this protein kick that I spoke about early. Well, I'm on this protein kick because my niece is getting married in October. And Carl's daughter, she's getting married in October. And I don't want to be the fat auntie at the wedding. I told Carl, I was like, I am going to lose weight. I don't want to be the because
Her friends love you. They've already
when I
met you.
when I
You're
go into
not the fat aunt.
when I go to at work, at my place of employment, in my department, when we have department meetings, I'm the tallest person, including the boys. I am the tallest person in the room. I am the oldest, and I'm not lying. I am the oldest person in the room. I am the tallest person in the room, and I'm probably the brownest person in the room. And so and I'm like all the girls in my department, like they're like this big. So I used to be like, what is it, self-conscious about it, but now I'm like,
It's
I
me.
just
Here I
go,
am.
I'm me. You got to see me. So I usually go sit in the front when I go into a conference room. I sit at the front so that you can see me coming in. Um, because one, I'm a Pacific Islander, and you need to know what I look like. I'm also the only Pacific Islander in my place of employment of 1,300 people. I am the only Pacific Islander. So I have to set the example.
Gotta see you.
They got to see me, they got to know who I am, and they got to know what I do. So I want to go to your daughter's wedding without being the tallest, the biggest, I'm not going to be the darkest. That would be you. But I'm going to be, I don't want to stand out is what I, even though I'm going to probably wear something bright and pink, I just don't want to. Yeah. So there you go. That's my two
You're
cents.
loud. You're loud. That's
I
wonderful.
there I will say that I'm loud and I talk to everybody. Like we went to the supermarket the other well, we always go to the supermarket and I always talk to the person in front of me and the person behind me because I'm nosy. Like if I get eye contact with you, I'm hi, how are you? How's your day? How's it going? And Mo, my husband, he's always like, do you have to talk to everyone? Yes, I do. I have to
It's
talk. Hi,
Hi, Emily.
Emily.
Kaya checking in.
So I have to talk to everyone wherever I go, just because I can't shut up, and you know I can't shut up. So, there you go.
No make eye contact. No look
Yeah,
eye.
no, no, look, because if I get you, we talking. I'm just saying. Well, we have what do we have? We have do. Is it time to get to the announcements?
I think we should.
We can do the announcements. We have community announcements every week where we talk about events that are happening around the Bay Area or wherever. You just got to let me know or send me the flyer or tag me in your flyer, and Carl and I will talk about it during FICA because, that's what we do. We love it.
S-
We love it.
Some are near, some are far. But
Some
if
are near, some are far.
we see it and it gets sent to us, or we see it and we think we should share it, there's no real rhyme or reason or math to it. If we like
Mhm.
it, we look at it, hey, let's share it out. So let's talk about Fatasi. And APRI present Box Fit Fun with Will Shaw at the Lab in India Basin Shoreline Park. It's a free 13-week program happening Sundays, already started May 11th, runs through August 3rd. 11 through 15-year-olds are from 1 to 2:30 p.m. and the 16 years and up is from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Click on the link on the flyer to register.
Nice. We also have the Peninsula Conflict Resolution, PCRC, a proud Stop the Hate grantee invites you to Many Shades, One Story, The Art of Us, a powerful community event celebrating unity, collaboration, and the beauty of storytelling through art. Experience the world through the eyes of the community as we highlight the spirit, resilience, and shared experiences that connect us. Join us on June 6th, which is tomorrow, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at CZI at 801 Jefferson Avenue in Redwood City, California. All are welcome.
All right. The Good Vibes. They're celebrating their grand opening of their new location in Union City with a ribbon cutting ceremony at 5:30 p.m. on June 12th. 5:30 p.m. and a live performance by Siosi at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. The paid ticket includes admission to the grand opening and the live performance in the Birdhouse Beer Garden. Food and beverages will be available for purchase until 7 p.m. So that's 5:30. It starts the ribbon cutting ceremony and it runs to 7 p.m. June 12th.
Nice. Pacific Communities of Alaska presents Voices of Care. This is PCA's second session of Voices of Care, and it is happening this month. This is a space for Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander healthcare workers to connect, reflect, and discuss how we bridge gaps between Pacifica clients, providers, and the system. June 16th is the virtual session over Zoom, and June 18th is the in person event from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 3001 Porcupine Drive in Anchorage, Alaska. Please scan the QR code on the flyer for more information or go to PCA's Instagram page at Pacific Community AK.
So shout out to Tafili Saunoa. Tafili's doing a great job with PCA up there. And look at that. They have enough where they're looking for community health workers to get together, right? There's got to be enough to get together to have
Mhm.
the event. So they're doing great things up there
Yes.
um, in Anchorage, Alaska. All right,
Central.
great things going on with the Central Valley Pacific Islander group. This is a nonprofit organization that's on the move, doing really good things in the 209 out in the valley, and that's well needed. So it's their third annual Pacific Islander Emerging Leaders Conference. They're inviting all high school youth, including incoming freshmen. So if you're eighth grade going to ninth, it includes you, and young adults ages 14 to 20. of Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander descent living in the Central Valley. Here's the note, right? Here's the catch, not catch, but make sure. One RSVP form is required per attendee. Please DM them or email info@cvpia.org if you have any questions or thoughts. This is June 18th through the 20th.
Awesome. Pacific Feats is having their fourth annual music festival. The lineup hasn't been announced yet. They had announced a few folks, but stay tuned and watch and follow Pacific Feats on social media. Their event is happening at the Shoreline Amphitheater this year, and July 12th and 13th. Check out their website for more information, pacificfeatsfestival.com.
Kind of like that they're not in the same place every time. It's a whole new experience each time as they continue to put the shows on. So good for them. All My Usos 10th annual Family Day Barbecue is August 16th. It's a special event dedicated to celebrating community and honoring the memory of our late founder, JT Mauia. This gathering began during his courageous battle with cancer, and over the years has grown into something much bigger than just his story. There's free health screenings, live performances, cultural performances, dances, music, food, raffles, family games, resources. Pie Fest is going to be there. There's jumpers. There's all kinds of like carnival style games, free, all free. Bring your family and friends and for a day of fun, connection. Let's make new memories together. And remember, it's all free. It's drama free as well. Leave the drama at home. There's some of the vendors, all free. You look at those: exotic juice, funnel keke in the bakery, all things dipped. Everything you see there, it'll be free. So make sure you get there and partake. Get there before the food runs out.
Awesome. Awesome. We still have our 2025 for 25 campaign that's happening. We're raising funds for our nonprofit organization. Tons and tons of people have donated. We also have some in the works. People have been pinging us on the side. So this is going on all year. We're asking for $25 for the year of 2025. This is going on all year long. So
And
thank
if
you.
you can't do 25, do whatever you can that makes sense for you. It's not a great time, right? This is not a great time to be doing this like we talked about with all the fund cutting that affects all of the nonprofit organizations. So we get it. It's a tough time. Don't do it if you can't, but if you can, we appreciate you.
Yes. Josh Satofi is coming to San Jose, California on September 4th at the Center for the Performing Arts. It is brought to you by Rhythmic Catalyst. Western Conference will be there. Kenya will be there. Tickets are on sale now. Click the link in Rhythmic Catalyst bio on Instagram and follow Western Conference, Josh Satofi, and Rhythmic Catalyst for more information.
Oh,
this weekend, like 2 days from now.
2 days from now.
Pacific Islands Day is happening Saturday, June 7th. Sponsored by Putnam, ending through the day DJ New Tactics. Pacific Islands Day is brought to you by Pacific Islands Together, PIT. Their concert series, they have Sammy J will be on the main stage, Cali Vibes. Chris New will be there. He's been all over the place. He's a Bay Area singer and songwriter. So if you get a chance this weekend, please make it out to the San Mateo County Fair, where they will be performing. And it's from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Little known fact, Chris New was the first artist ever to perform on the Pacific Beat stage. The first singer of the first event that they had. Chris New was the one that opened.
All right. Good job. Awesome. Look at him now. Doing big things. We too big for Chris. He's too big for us. We can't get Chris because he's a big movie star now.
We can say we were there. We were there at the beginning. Now look at him.
Say we knew him when. I'm gonna have to go look for our Pacific Feats interview that we had with Chris. I'm actually gonna do that right after this. So awesome. So that's happening this weekend. If you are in in the neck of the woods, the neck of the woods in San Mateo County Fair, go check out Pacific Islands Today, brought to you by Pacific Islands Together. Raina and her team do a great job. They'll be on stage all day, every day. They have performers. SCDC usually performs. Also, yes, lots of people will be there. That's my Manuia. There you go. Manuia
Manuia
Polynesian
Review.
Review
Yeah.
will be performing. They perform every year. Cisco will be the MC. He's the MC every year. He's on the board for Pacific Islands Together. So get
Is
there.
Antamai on that? Are they there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They have great performances all day long.
Yeah. So I think that's it for us. That's it for us.
Good. That's it for
Next
us.
week, we're going to have guests. So stay tuned. And yeah, it's Afalu and Ben Powell. They'll be joining us next week. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. Thank you for tuning in. We're here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Come back to FICA with us.
Love you all.